Steve Stine here, and today what I'd like to do is talk to you about a really cool thing that you can do, which is writing a really cool idea, a riff or whatever you want to call it, and then all the options that you have sometimes with chord changes in the background. Okay, so what I'm going to do to show you this, the first thing we're going to do is you'll have the tab and everything for this, but I'm going to take this lick that I came up with here, put a little reverb on here, and what I'm doing is going... So what I've got is 16 notes. Okay, now the key for this thing could be, it could be looked at in a number of different ways. I think in my brain, I'm kind of thinking this as E. But what I want to show you is all the really cool things that you could do with this, not just using the chord progression that I've given you, okay? In the thing that you just watched, okay, what I was doing is playing E, and then D, and then A, and then at the end I play G, A, and then go to E. So I've got all these chords, E, D, G, and A, and they are all working over this riff, which is pretty cool. So again, I just want to remind you how important it is that when you're learning how to do something, or you're playing something, or you're writing something, or whatever it might be, that just beyond the realm of learning whatever this thing is, there's this whole world of creativity just outside that, but it requires you to spend a little time exploring. And let me show you kind of what I mean. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take that same track, and give me just a second here. I'm going to put a little click at the beginning of this. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken the track that I've recorded here, okay, and I've muted the rhythm tracks. So all you're going to hear now is you're going to hear this little count in. I had to make this so we know when to come in here. You can see there's where I put my drums and everything like that, okay? But what I'm going to do for this example is instead of waiting that long, I'm going to take all my drums and I'm just going to move them up so they start right away. And I want you to hear what this sounds like when I try it over different chords. And this is kind of how I do my writing. So here we go. Here's your riff, and then I'm going to play along with it. Here we go. Okay, let me turn it down just a little bit, so... There we go. Okay. So, E works, right? Now watch this though. Let me go back. I'm going to try an A chord. It sounds like it wants to go back to E, but A works. Let's try G once. Look at all these cool chords that work. Now I've added a C chord in, and it still works. So what's really cool about sometimes when you come up with a particular lick or a particular idea, your brain might be telling you, well, it's in the key of whatever, therefore it fits over this chord, which is absolutely true. But we can see now that this one riff could be used over any of these chords. So I don't have to start on E or end on E like the little riff that I did. I could have used literally any of those chords in any combination. Okay? And then the next question is okay, so what else can I do with the rhythm of it, right? I'm just letting them all drone right now. But I could have done something where I'm going... And you might listen to that and go, well, that sounds kind of weird. But if you play it over the song, you never know what you're going to get until you do it. So this one idea, this one little riff, this could lend itself to so many different things, okay? Now, what I'm asking you is to take that idea. You don't need to take this exact lick because, I mean, you got it from me, right? So you're going to want to take it and you're going to want to do something else with it. You're going to want to change it somehow and do something cool with it. You could move it into a different place on your guitar, or you could change the notes of it, or change the tempo of it, or, I mean, all kinds of different things. But what I want you to explore is how cool it is that you can use all of these different chords over this one thing and they all work. Okay? So again, sometimes the coolest little creative things are just outside your reach. You just need to be aware to not just go with the obvious all the time and try some different things.